Hello everyone. Hope you're all doing good. So today we are here for grade 9 maths. So the lesson today we covered. So let's see. Click on the website maths. Let me just check to are you guys able to share my screen? So today we are here for grade 9 maths. Select maths from the subject type and then the lesson. The chapter today we discuss that is statistics, and here is the lesson. The first lesson already covered. Now today we start the lesson 2, that is identify an outlier and describe removing it. Let's get started. I am just trying to check. Uh, Alright, let's get started. If my voice is not clear, then you guys tell me in the chat, okay? Let's start the first question, that is identify and describe the effects of removing it. So here is the first question that are saying select an outlier in the data set. First of all, we discuss what is basically the meaning of the outlier and then how do we remove it, okay? So what is basically the outlier and how to remove it? Look at here the data that is given, which is 68, 79, 83, 70, 85, 87, 97, all that. So is an outlier were removed from the data set, would the mean increase or decrease? So first of all, we're going to check it out. What is the increasing number? Basically, the outlier is the most increasing, the most bigger number of that, or basically the most smaller number is there, okay? It means that it's either small or larger numbers. So these are the values that are basically, it may be the big or it may be the smaller number. So it's not, you can say that, a specific formula to finding it out, and it's not like that. Basically, we are calculating by putting some value in the formula or all that terms. Okay? So to find, we just look at that values, check it out, which value is smaller, which value is larger, all over the values. Okay, so look at in this data. When we see 8 is a very smaller number, and then all of it, because this is 8, and then it suddenly start from 66, 68. So we can say that 8 is an outlier in this data. Let's suppose I am going to write it here, something else, like for example, I'm going to write it here, and all that data. Look at here, either the larger value or the smaller values. Okay, so this is 79 is an outlier in this data. Why? Because a much smaller values. Okay, here are the different question. Okay, so basically select an outlier in, we see this is 5, 74, 66. This is the data that is given. So now you guys tell me how to basically, what is the outlier decreased number. So when we see 5 is a very smaller, 99 is the bigger number in all of it, but 5 is very, 5 is very much smaller as compared to other the values. Okay, so you can say that this is an outlier of this data. All right, now when we check in the data set, all right, now you guys tell me the answer of this one. What is data? This is 17, stem 17, then 25, 35, 37, 47, 54, C8, and 216. These all numbers are much closer to each. Here is suddenly it's 216. This is larger value because as clear there is no specific formula you can basically put it and then find it out. You just check it out. It's either a smaller value or it's either a larger value. Okay. So here is the smaller value is 17, but this smaller value is very closer to that. So you can say that basically a much larger value from this data. Me, this one. Select an outlier in this data. It's starting from 45 and then ending 67. Now when it's 45, then it's 10 difference, 55, 65, 1. Okay, so which bar is basically much closer, larger value in all this data or smaller value? It's 45 or 567. So maybe 567 because this is the big. Starting from Sam, I'm going to, then it's 9, it comes 100. Now you guys tell me. So that is 100. It's basically the larger value in this data, and 7, you're just going to select all the data in the outlier value or much smaller value than all the other values. Okay, and there is no specific, and the second thing you check it out, there is no specific formula to finding it out outlier. Okay, and just one outlier can have the drastic effect on the certain numbers calculated from the data set, such as the mean or the standard deviation. Like, what does it mean? Look at here, this is 12. Now here 15, 17, 33, 71, 82, 92, 544. This is a much larger now, 544. Suddenly you can see that this is a much larger value, so you can say that this is your outlier in this type. Okay, so the thing is, now the important thing is how to remove it. First we just check it out what is an outlier in this data. So how can we remove it? For removing of it, we first of all we check the data. Okay, what is the small of this smaller value would remain same, like it's 12, 15, 17, 33, 71, 8. So if you calculate the mean of these small, you would find it would be less than the mean. What does it mean? Like, let's suppose this is the finding it out the mean of all that values. How to find? Then dividing how many total values there. So we are going to divide add. I'm going to add it here. Plus 9 plus 15 plus 20. Okay, or otherwise we are going to take the data. So what we do, the rest of the smaller values laid the mean of these smaller values. This is 12 plus 15 plus 17 plus 33, 71 plus 82 plus 92, and then divide how many total values. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to add all the numbers, and then just dividing how many total numbers. Okay, then you check it out. This mean is always less original values of the mean. Okay, so you can say that if this is basically less, so you are saying that this is basically decreasing. You are just going to remove it, the outlier data, and you are checking it out would the mean increase or decreases. If this mean is less, so you can say that decrease. Okay, let's solve this question. First of all, you guys tell me what layer in this data. It's 27, 29, 22, 61, 93, 99, and 691. What is an outlier in this data? Think about it and then tell me the answer. 17 or 691. This is a much larger value. Okay, now we are checking it out. How to fall? We check it out. we are just going to add all the mean values from the smaller, just not add 691. Okay, only the rest values. 17 plus 27 plus 20 plus 42 plus 61 plus 93 99. And then how many of it? It's 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. First of all, we add and then dividing how many? That is 7. We check the answer. If this answer is basically of the original, okay, so it would be the less than the original mean, so you can say that it's decrease. If it's greater, then you can say that it's increase. Let's solve one decrease or one increase. Write it. 772. What is the mean? First of all, tell me. It's 7 or 97. Everyone tell me. It's 97. And why? Because it's much larger as compared to much smaller as compared, okay, 72, 74, 76 as compared to this one. So you can say that this is our basically outlier of this data. Now the rest of the, I'm just going to add it here. 72, then plus 74, then plus 76, then plus 84, plus 85, plus 93, plus 95, and plus 97. Okay, and then divide how many of it? It's 1 2 3 4 5 8. First we add and then we divide it, it's over the 8. Answer is 84.5. So this answer is greater to the mean. Why the original mean? Also adding with 7. Let me write all these numbers again, then we check it out. Okay, I'm going to write it here. 772. I'm going to write this data, then we're checking it. It's 72, 74, 76, 76, 84, 85, 93, 95, and 97. Okay, this is 72, 74. First of all, you guys tell me what is an outlier of this data. The data is given here. It's starting from 7, then it's moved to 72. Suddenly here the value increase. Okay, now we check in the end. It's 95 and 97. These are basically much closer to each other. Checking it out, how to removing it, like it's increase or decreases. So what we do, we just taking the mean. What is the meaning of mean? The mean is basically you're gonna add dividing, and then just dividing 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 76, 84, 85, 93, 95, 97. So the answer is 676, and then just dividing over. So we get our answer 84 point original mean. How? Like adding all the numbers. So first we adding also with 7, and then just dividing over the 9, because now the total is 9. That answer of mean is increases as compared to the original value of the mean. What is the mean? Just finding it out the mean. Like let's suppose this here, okay? Outlier values, okay? Finding it out. This is dividing it 8, and now it's become 9. So then you get your answer 75.8. So you can checking it out both original value of the mean. So this is original value of the mean, and this one is the, so you can say that this is in this way